never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is a hump day Wednesday, so of course that means it's time for another weekly top 10 countdown. Before I get into this week's top 10 countdown, let me first remind you that if you're a college football fan, and I know most people are, especially the subscribers and viewers here on this channel, which by the way, if you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel out tremendously, and it's absolutely free, so there's no reason to not do it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the share button, and share the videos with your friends, and my family and I would greatly appreciate it. And as I said, it is totally free, so it does not cost you a dime, so there's no reason not to do it. But since I know most people here on this channel are college football fans, tomorrow's video will be another college football video, and I know normally I don't tell you ahead of time what I'm going to talk about the next day, but I am this time only because I want to give you a heads up so you can tell your family, tell your friends, tell your peers, tell your co-workers, because not only is it going to be a college football video, it's going to be very entertaining. At least I think it will be, so stay tuned for that in tomorrow's video. But today, in our top 10 countdown, I want to give you the 10 college football teams that have the best odds to win the national championship this year. As always, any thoughts on it, please feel free to let me know. And I'm not going to sit here and give you details about what each number means. If you're not a bettor, it doesn't matter. If you are a bettor, then you know. Number 10, Penn State, and they're at plus 2,500. Number 9, Texas, and they're at plus 2,200. Number 8, Florida State, plus 1,800. Tied with Florida State is their conference rival, Clemson, at plus 1,800. Number 6, USC, at plus 1,400. Again, 10 through 6 is Penn State, Texas, Florida State, Clemson, and USC. And this is the top 10 college football teams that have the best odds to win this year's national championship. Number 5, LSU. They're at plus 1,200. Number 4, Michigan, plus 900. Number 3, Ohio State, plus 700. Number 2, Alabama, plus 600. And number 1, Georgia, at plus 200. Now, if you believe those odds, they're pretty much telling you one of those 10 teams is going to win this year's national championship. And I could see just about every team on this list winning it, with the exception of USC and with the exception of Alabama. And the reason why I exclude those two teams is because Lincoln Riley has to prove to me that he can win the games that matter. He is a phenomenal recruiter. He won at Oklahoma, but in the playoffs, he didn't win. He looked good last year against USC, but late in the season, all he had to do was win the Pac-12 championship game, and the Trojans probably would have made the playoffs, and they laid a complete egg. So all I've seen from Lincoln Riley so far in his young head coaching career is that he wins a lot, puts up great offensive numbers, but when his team plays a game they have to win, he doesn't. And until he proves to me he can win a game that matters, I'm not going to pick USC to win anything. I think they'll be a top 10 team, borderline top 5 team. But until Lincoln Riley wins a game that matters, I'm not going to tell you he can win a national championship, because I don't believe it. And I'm not going to try to tell you to believe something that I don't believe. And I don't believe Alabama can win one because they have no quarterback. And I think they're going to lose at least 2 games, and that's minimum. So since they're going to lose at least 2 games, they're not even going to make the playoffs. But the other 8 teams on here, I can easily see them winning the whole thing. And I even mentioned Penn State in yesterday's video, how I think it's possible that Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan all 3 go 11-1. And if that's the case, they're probably all 3 going to be in the top 10. And if Ohio State does win their half of the Big Ten, and they go to the Big Ten title game, and they get beat, if Penn State is ranked 5th or 6th, then I could see them passing Ohio State after the Buckeyes lose their conference title game, and I could see Penn State getting in. So I can believe Penn State. The only 2 I don't believe is USC and Alabama. Any thoughts on this? As I said, please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went back home. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.